Hi, welcome to section 11.4, the areas of kites and related figures. Our homework is going to be on page 529 to 530, 1 to 9. Now, the area of a kite or a rhombus can be found using the formula 1/2 diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Now, for both of these, the diagonal 1 is the full distance from corner to corner, and diagonal 2 will just be the distance between the other two corners. So let's find some of these areas together. For our first example, we have a kite. We have two pairs of consecutive sides congruent. Now, for my first one, I know that diagonal 1 is going to be 8. It's a distance between two opposite corners. For diagonal 2, I'm going to draw this in. And we have to go back to those properties of a kite. A kite says that the diagonals are perpendicular and one diagonal bisects the other. The diagonal that connects the corners where non-congruent sides connect, that's the diagonal being bisected. So I need to use Pythagorean theorem to solve this piece of the diagonal and add it to this piece of the diagonal. So Pythagorean's theorem. X squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. X squared plus 16 equals 25. Subtract 16. X squared equals 9. Square root it. So x equals 3. My other diagonal, Pythagorean theorem. 4 squared plus x squared equals 10 squared. 16 plus x squared equals 100. Subtract my 16 to both sides. And x squared is going to equal 84. Let's go ahead and square root 84. That reduces to give me 4 times 21. Square root of 4 is 2 root 21. So diagonal 2 is going to be the sum of 3 plus 2 square root 21. Let's go ahead and apply that formula. 1/2 of diagonal 1 times the binomial formed for diagonal 2. Half of 8 is 4, and let's distribute that 4 to that binomial. That gives me 12 plus 8 root 21. For our second one, we have a rhombus. For a rhombus, we know that all the sides are congruent. We need those diagonals. So here we go. Those diagonals are perpendicular, they bisect each other, and they bisect opposite angles. So in this case, we have a 30, 60, 90 triangle being formed. If across from our 90 is 8, across from our 30 is 4. If that's 4, this is 4. If across from our 30 is 4, across from our 60 is 4 root 3. We got a 4 root 3 and a 4 root 3. So diagonal 1 is 4 plus 4, which is 8. Diagonal 2, 4 root 3 plus 4 root 3 is 8 root 3. 1/2 of diagonal 1 times diagonal 2. Half of 8 is 4. 4 times 8 root 3 is 32 root 3. Now you try one. Find the area of a rhombus whose perimeter is 20 and the longer diagonal is 8. Press pause and let's see what you can do. So here we go. The perimeter is going to be 20 and it's a rhombus. We know we have 4 equal sides. So each side is going to be length 5. Let's go ahead and draw that out. We got sides of 5. Now, we know the longer diagonal is going to be 8. Now, we know that when the other diagonal is drawn in, it's perpendicular and it bisects it. So we're going to do Pythagorean's theorem. 4 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. 16 plus x squared equals 25. Subtract my 16, x squared equals 9, and square root x is 3. If that's 3, my other half is also 3. 1/2 of diagonal 1, which is 8, times diagonal 2, which is 6. 4 times 6 is 24, and we're set. Here's the answers to our homework. Again, it was problems 1 through 9 in section 11.4. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and always have a good one.